Welcome back to the Continuous Improvement Lab. This is Season 4, Episode 41. Now, this whole season, we're diving into some really thoughtful debates about the management operations systems that create truly elite teams. And today, we're tackling a big one: how to absolutely master your escalation process.
And hey, before we really get into it, I just have to say a huge thank you. We're now reaching listeners in 41 countries, which is just incredible. And a special shout out to all the students in China who are using our case studies from the website. Seriously, your engagement means the world to us.
And speaking of that, here's a quick way you can help us keep this going. Believe it or not, over 80% of you tuning in haven't subscribed yet. If you could just take a second to hit that follow or subscribe button, it makes a massive difference. It really helps us bring these business insights to more people. And you know what? If you really want to pay it forward, share this explainer with 10 friends or colleagues who you think need to see it. And just a quick reminder, all the ideas we're talking about today, they really build on our series of business playbooks. We've got Shift Happens, How to Lead with Purpose and Discipline Every Day. Then there's Culture by Design, Power by Discipline Volume 1. And of course, the brand new Culture by Design, Power by Discipline Volume 2. All three of them are available on Amazon and other online bookstores all over the world. All right, if you're the kind of person who loves big flavor and real craftsmanship, listen up. Today's sponsor is Crunchtime Gourmet Popcorn and Apples in Bridgeport, West Virginia. They're all about made fresh, made fun, made to crunch, with gourmet popcorn and caramel apples produced daily. And their homemade caramel? It's the centerpiece of everything they create, a small batch, one-of-a-kind recipe. Their caramel apples include flavors like Andy's Mint Chocolate. That's a Granny Smith apple dipped in homemade caramel, covered in milk chocolate, then rolled in crushed Andy's Mint candy. And if you're more of a snack and stream person, their movie theater butter popcorn brings that classic cinema vibe, fluffy, rich, and so buttery. So whether you're sending a gift, stocking the office, planning an event, or running a fundraiser, go to crunchtimewv.com, shop now, and if you need fundraising or a food truck booking, just hit their contact page. Today's resource spotlight is LinkedIn. You know it, the world's largest professional network built to connect professionals and help them be more productive and successful. If you want your ideas to travel farther, especially in our world of operations, leadership, and business, LinkedIn is one of the strongest places to publish and build relationships that turn into real opportunities. And if you're a business, LinkedIn also offers advertising that lets you reach professionals using super specific targeting, based on their job characteristics. So you get in front of the right audience, not just a big one. You can connect with our executive producer, Lanier Johnson, on LinkedIn at www.linkedin.com/in/Lanier Johnson. And if you're hiring, partnering, or want to request a guest spot, just message him directly there. And we are powered by Fundrise, the online investment platform that really opens the door to alternative assets like venture capital. Their innovation fund, which trades under the ticker VCX, is designed for long-term growth by investing in a whole portfolio of high-growth private tech companies. You can get exposure to firms working on AI, data infrastructure, and more before they go public. And you can do it without the high barriers you'd normally see with traditional VC investing. So check out fundrise.com/VCX to learn how you can start with just a small commitment and begin building for the long term. All right, with a huge thanks to our partners, let's get down to business. Okay, so let's dive right in. Have you ever been there? You're watching a small, what seems like a totally manageable problem on your team, and it starts to grow. It's like this tiny little flicker of an issue, and then before you know it, bam, it's a full-blown crisis and it's eating up everyone's time and energy. Yeah, we've all been there. This right here, this is the emotional roller coaster of an unmanaged issue. It starts when things are calm, right? Then a trigger happens, and if nobody deals with it properly, agitation sets in. That leads to acceleration, and suddenly you hit this peak of pure chaos. Things break, and only then, after the damage is done, do you get to de-escalation and recovery. It's reactive, it's stressful, and honestly, it's a super inefficient way to run a business. So that really brings us to the central debate here. Do we let our teams operate in this state of reactive chaos, where emotions and panic are calling the shots? Or do we build a system of proactive control, where we manage problems with a clear, structured framework? I mean, the choice seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many organizations just default to chaos without even realizing it. Now, what I love about this slide is the visual contrast. It's so clear. On one side, you've got that winding, unpredictable, emotional path we just talked about. And on the other, you see a clean, logical, step-by-step framework. This isn't just about process, you guys. It's about making a fundamental shift from panic to predictability. So the big question is, how do we build our way out of that chaotic spiral and get onto that controlled path? Well, the answer is a formal 4-step escalation framework.
This is how you take back control. Okay, here are the building blocks. First up, you establish clear decision categories, like what kinds of problems are we even dealing with? Second, you define the escalation procedure, who gets the call and when. Third, you create an organization definition. What are the roles and responsibilities at every single level? And finally, you have program management make sure the whole system gets the green light and is put into place. You see, it's all about structure and clarity. Those are the keys. But here is the million-dollar question. Does this actually work in the real world, or is it just a nice theory? Well, let's look at the data and a really fantastic case study. The numbers really do speak for themselves. Across all kinds of different industries, manufacturing, marketing, you name it, putting these formal escalation triggers in place has a massive impact. Research shows that companies can slash issue resolution times by 20%, cut those painful project overruns by 13%, and even boost client satisfaction by 14%. These aren't small changes, people. These are serious competitive advantages. So let's get specific. Let me introduce you to Nexus Industrial Solutions. They make industrial pumps and valves, and they were stuck. Their frontline teams were trying to solve every single problem themselves, which led to these huge delays and production stoppages. Small issues were constantly snowballing into major headaches. Sound familiar? So, Nexus rolled out a structured escalation protocol as a core part of their management operating system. They defined really clear triggers for when a problem needed to be bumped up the chain, and the results? They were fast and they were powerful. They saw an 18% drop in downtime response and a 14% improvement in sticking to their production schedule. Problems got solved way faster, and the teams actually started working together more effectively. And this quote, this right here, just illustrates the cultural shift perfectly. It wasn't just about the process, it was about the people. The frontline employees felt empowered, they felt supported, they knew exactly when to handle things and when to ask for help. And that created a real sense of teamwork and ownership. And management? Well, they got a lot fewer of those awful late-stage surprises. Okay, let's bring this all together. At the end of the day, effective escalation isn't something that just happens by accident. It's a deliberate choice. You either design your process or you default to chaos. And that leaves us with one final question for you to take back to your team. Think about it. Is your organization's escalation process intentional? Is it by design? Or has it just become a chaotic, stressful process by default? The answer to that question could be the key to unlocking a whole new level of performance for you. And please support our sponsors. This explainer was brought to you by Crunch Time Gourmet Popcorn and Apples out of Bridgeport, West Virginia. They make incredible gourmet popcorn and caramel apples with homemade caramel that's crafted in small batches. It's perfect for game day, movie night, gifts, or just treating your team. Go shop all the flavors online at crunchtimewv.com. That's crunchtimewv.com. And if you want to go further, LinkedIn Premium is designed to help you get hired, grow your business, or learn new skills. It all depends on the plan you choose. If you're in a serious growth season, it's absolutely worth exploring. This segment was also powered by Fundrise's innovation fund, VCX. If you've ever wanted access to high-growth tech companies before they go public, Fundrise gives regular investors the chance to get in on venture capital through a diversified fund. You can learn more at fundrise.com/VCX. For any additional information on this topic or anything else, please feel free to reach out through our website at www.karasonicinnovations.com. And hey, don't forget to check out our other show, This Systems Thinker Show. And you can find a lot more content on our YouTube channel at Karas Innovations Group. A very special thank you to our executive producer and founder, Lanier Johnson. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.